What'd you do? You tangled it up? Just give me a minute, I'll fix it. Just give me a minute, I'll fix it. All right, guys, I had a really good question on my Instagram about a bait that I would use if I only had one bait for like the rest of my life. One lure the rest of my life, definitely be a Texas rig. Any kind of soft plastic. Put whatever you want to on it. And so today we're going to talk about that. And I'm going to show you what that bait is for me, why I would use it. We'll kind of go through it, show you a couple different ways to rig it, which I'm kind of giving away what it is at this moment. But appreciate everybody that's been sending in questions for this deal. This has been a lot of fun. People have asked me about doing stuff like this before, and I just kind of been had my reservations about doing, but I'm glad I did. So if you got questions that you want to ask, be like literally any questions. I kind of really prefer them to be fishing related. I'll try to answer them here. This has been a lot of fun. We're going to do 2 or 3 more of these before the week is out. Let me set the camera down, okay? We're going to do 3 or 4 more of these before the week is out. And hopefully we'll get some good ones in. But make sure you guys leave a comment in this particular video. Also, note before we get started, I got some new hats and I have some new tackle on my website, shopdelat.com, that I want you guys to go check out. I've got the new ExciteBite. I'm pretty excited about that. If you grew up in the 80s, if you grew up in the Nintendo era, you guys remember ExciteBike, the motorcycle? Well, I got an ExciteBite, like bite, like I got that t-shirt with a little fishing guy on it. Go to shopdelat.com so you can see it. It's a pretty cool t-shirt. It's one of my favorite t-shirts that I've designed so far. Check that out. Check out the new tackle that we have there. And yeah, do that. Let's talk about this. I might have to fix some rods today while we're doing this video, but let's talk about my favorite bait. I don't even know if it's my favorite bait, but if you were going to give me one bait for the rest of my life, what would it be? I'm about to show you what that would be, okay? No pumpkin, no, 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 no. I need the scissors, thank you. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Then, oh, you broke it. Why'd you cut it? You cut it. You cut it, so now I can't fix it. Let me finish this and then we'll get your line set up, okay?
I'm sorry.
It's all right. You don't have to be sorry. You sorry too, Mia? All right, so this might be a little bit of a, this is gonna be a hectic video, but we'll do the best we can to get through it. So just get straight to the meat of it. If I had one bait for the rest of my life, it would be 6-inch straight tail worm. I got the new SMH worm that I helped design for Z-Man. You know, of course I want you to buy this one. The reason I designed it is because I like it, but it doesn't even have to be one. I'll be completely honest with you. All the 6-inch straight tail worms that you see on the market today are probably a derivative of like a trick worm. And so it started for me with the trick worm before I was working with Z-Man. Caught so many fish over the years on a 6-inch straight tail worm. That's why it was one of the first plastics that I wanted to help those guys work on was this one, this SMH worm. And of course, I designed it to go with my SMH head, which I got one. Let me show you. I have a signature jig head that I made to go with this particular bait. I'll let you see it a little closer. You can see it right here. You can see it's got a head shape design that is a little different than most jig heads. So that's what I use. SMH head, SMH worm. This is June pumpkin. I just got June pumpkins. I figured it'd be easier for you to see it as we're working with it today. But without a doubt, obviously SMH worm is designed for a shaky head. You can fish a shaky head. Now I was going back and forth on whether I would say a Texas rig or a 6-inch worm. I think it would be unfair to answer that question with a rig. A Texas rig is a rig, so I could put any kind of plastic on it. But if you told me I could only have one rig for the rest of my life, it would 100% be a Texas rig, but it was bait. The question was bait. So if you gave me one bait, it would be a 6-inch worm. The reason being, you're gonna do so many different things with it. Shaky head, I could cut it down, make it shorter, longer. I can catch post-spawn fish. I can throw it on a wacky rig. I can throw it on a Carolina rig. I could, dude, something. Look, this is something that you could do with it as well. If I had, the reason I like it so much is, think about even like schooling fish. I'm gonna do something with it here. Let me pull the camera a little bit closer so you can see what I'm about to talk about. So you could take this thing and just cut the tail off, right? Say you found some schooling fish and you only had one bait. Z-Man makes these little spins. This is an accessory, TRD spins. It's a little blade that you can stick in the back of plastics. So then you could take this little blade. It's got a barb on the back of it. Take this little blade. See, it's got a barb so it sticks in the plastic. And this is just the same worm that I would throw on a shaky head, a Carolina rig, or use as a jig trailer, or whatever I decide to use. You could take this, put the blade in the back of it. Of course, you could swap colors so it's something a little bit more fishy. And look, now I got something that I could throw out there and reel on a Texas rig, and it looks more like a bait fish profile. So a 6-inch worm can just be so many different things, so many different types of forage. It can be a bait fish, it can be a crawfish, it can be just a worm, it can be a wacky rig. Dude, like, you could do so many different things with it. Like, think about using it as a light weight on the top of it, like a 16th or 8th, buzzing it right under the surface. Catch so many fish with it. I caught a lot of fish in the ponds with it. You also could cut it down, make yourself a little Ned rig. I mean, like, what could you not do with a 6-inch worm? So for me, one bait, rest of my life to the end of time, it would be 6-inch worm, 6-inch straight tail worm. So another thing I like about a straight tail worm, so many ways to rig it. You can rig it on a Texas rig. You can just take a straight shank hook like this. Usually with a straight shank, I'll take like this is just shrink wrap that you can get from like any kind of home improvement store. I don't know what size this one is, but I'll show you a little trick I do to put a keeper on it, because like all straight shank hooks don't come with keepers. No, I cannot give you scissors. Sorry. No, thank you. No, thank you. No. Stay right there and watch me tie this up. Yeah. So something I do with a straight shank hook like this. This is a spear point straight shank, the V-grip. Let me show you what I do. You can take a piece of, this is just shrink wrap. It comes in, I buy a lot of shrink wrap. I buy it in these little boxes from like Lowe's, Home Depot. You can make you a keeper, because a lot of times the straight shank hooks don't come with a keeper on them. Pumpkin, what are you doing? Can you sit right here? Sit right there. So what I do, oh shoot, what I do is take about, I don't know if this is maybe 3/4 of an inch or so, just cut it at a 45-degree angle, approximately. You don't have to, don't go get the compass out, guys. I know how you guys are on YouTube. So do it like that. Where my scissors? You got my scissors again, Pumpkin?
Yeah.
I told you not to get my scissors. Okay, 45. Okay.
Get this thing off.
So now you got a little, you see how we're gonna make a keeper out of this. What you do is just take your lighter. Watch out, Brooks. I'm about to fire it up. Just heat it up on your hook shank. My kids are wild. And you can just take your fingers. Made that one a little long, so I'm gonna cut it. Just take your fingers and just kind of, while it's still warm, just kind of pinch it. No, don't do that. Put a little more heat on it just so it's nice and tight. Try to keep the flame off of it, but let the heat shrink it. Like a heat gun works way better, but who's gonna run around with a heat gun, right? Mia, give me those scissors. No. So now you can see, now I'm starting to form a little bit of a keeper there. I just like to pinch it. And then when you take your worm, have a keeper on your worm so it won't slide down nearly as badly. Now you could take like super glue or something like that, but super glue gets kind of messy, and then you know, like you just don't want to have to do super glue all the time. So now I got a keeper, my straight shank hook. I don't have to worry about it sliding down. She got elastic, like look at that. I'm pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. It's not sliding down. So that's just a little tip for you guys like the Texas rig. Yeah, that'll work on any kind of plastic. Just the context today is about straight tail worm, so that's how I would like to rig it. That's what I would do. I gotta fix rods and reels today, guys. So we're just out here today. Of course, I think I showed you guys a couple weeks ago, I got my new low. And so I'm trying to get rods and reels in it. Wow, Mia. What's that about? So I'm trying to get my rods and reels in my boat and get everything just kind of situated so we can actually go fishing. But it looks like, what, I gotta retie that?
I want to take it off.
You want to take it off?
Scribble on that scarf button one.
No, come tell them to the camera. No, come.
Welcome to my video. We got a strike today, but we didn't make a new strike. But so we trying to make me a electric bike jump, but we need some more wood. But
Yep.
you can get some at Lowe's.
Right. Thanks for asking all the questions. See y'all on the next video, I guess, right?
Bye.
Bye. Tell them, Brooks. Tell them to hit that subscribe button.
Scribble on that scarf button.